Alright, so this is going to basically be me talking about one of DC Comics' new relaunched books, Detective Comics. And yes, I know, it does focus on Batman, but I've been thinking for a while. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I've talked about this with several people. Would it be cool if Detective Comics didn't focus on Batman, since, you know, Bruce has so many comics to himself as it is? Should we turn the focus to Jim Gordon? Now you're probably wondering, whoa, Batman not in Detective Comics? What are you talking about? Well, like I said, Batman has so many titles as it is. I think it's okay, and yes, I know, Batman first appeared in Detective Comics, but I think it'd be nice to see, you know, Jim Gordon get some limelight rather than, you know, just a supporting role, basically. I mean, yes, I know Ed Brubaker wrote a comic book series that lasted 40 issues called Gotham P.D, and Gordon was a big part of that story. But it only lasted 40 issues, and it was kind of like an underground hit. Now, with Detective Comics, you know, people read Detective Comics a lot, and, you know, this isn't the first time. Gordon has had stories before, but he, in a supporting story or something or other. In fact, even before the relaunch, Gordon had a story that Scott Snyder was writing about his son who was a serial killer. So, yeah. My thing is that I really like Jim Gordon. He's probably one of the coolest supporting characters ever. And, you know, he's probably one of the coolest Batman characters within the Batman mythos. And Gordon is a very capable character of holding his own book. I mean, how I imagined Detective Comics if you had Gordon as the main focus. Not some kind of supporting story, but if you had Jim Gordon as the main character, you could focus on his life as a commissioner. You could focus on crime stories he's trying to solve without Batman's help. I mean, you could have Batman in the story, but it's basically whenever he's trying to solve crimes with the rest of Gotham P.D., Batman isn't available because he's on some other case, so basically Gordon's like, I can't rely on Batman right now. It's up to me and my police. You know, it's up to me and my group. And it'd be also cool to focus on his family life. You know, Gordon's life isn't all sunshine and rainbows. You know, his wife's gone, his son's a serial killer, and his daughter, by night, is Batgirl. And, you know, the stress of his job might be taxing to him, and the fact that he's getting old. It'd be cool to look at Jim Gordon this way. I think it'd be a very cool retrospective on Gordon. And, you know, he lives in Gotham City, probably, you know, DC's most dangerous city to live in. You know, wouldn't it be wouldn't it be nice to see Gordon being you know, psychologically worn out, and basically see the story from his perspective? I mean, you could actually do a lot of hard-boiled-esque stories with Gordon. I mean, you could have Gordon trying to hunt down and capture rapists, child molesters, and basically bring him to justice. You know, it doesn't always have to be like, oh, Gordon's gonna go hunt. He's gonna go hunt down Victor Zsasz without Batman's help, or he's gonna go take on the Joker. It doesn't have to be that. He could just fight regular psychopaths and murderers throughout Gotham. You know, the stuff that Batman can't always, you know, he can't put his full attention on because he has to go deal with Joker, Penguin, and Poison Ivy and whatnot. So it'd be cool to see, you know, Gordon using his detective skills and police skills to their full extent. The other reason, you know, another added bonus would be just cool if it was him working with Harvey Bullock all the time. It'd be cool, like kind of like Image, when Image Comics did the Sam and Twitch series. It'd be kind of a cool, hard-boiled, you know, buddy cops, you know, good cop, bad cop type thing with Gordon and Bullock working together to solve crimes without Batman's help. Now, yes, I know what you're thinking. A comic book without Batman? How's that going to work? Well, it works for Nightwing, Batgirl, and yes, I know Batman's a big part of those comics, but I think it would be nice to see, you know, a real detective story without any superhero element. Yes, I know in Detective Comics Batman does have a lot of detective skills, but I still believe it's a kind of a superhero-esque story, you know, with the gadgets and whatnot and the supervillains. So, basically, kind of make it like a crime drama. You know, that's what I'm trying to get at. why not make why not, just to see how it goes, why not have a in Detective Comics, a short story arc, because it doesn't always focus on, Detective Comics hasn't always focused on Batman, it's focused on Huntress, Batwoman, and whatnot. Why not have another story with just a full comic of Detective Comics that focuses on Jim Gordon trying to solve a case without Batman's help, and getting help from Harvey Bullock as well. And maybe some other officers of Gotham P.D. And, you know, trying to solve a case of, like, a serial killer, or something like that, and see how the public takes it. If that works, maybe you don't need, maybe Detective Comics can shift to Gordon's perspective. Now, granted, yes, I don't think there was one miniseries that focused on Jim Gordon, but I haven't read it, and it's really hard to find, and I haven't heard anything good about it from the one guy who I know read it. He said it wasn't that good, so I think it'd be nice, since, you know, also, you know, a lot of people read Detective Comics, and people like crime drama stories. You know, I'm not trying to badmouth Batman. In no way in this video I'm trying to badmouth Batman. You know, I'm not trying to say ill to Bruce or anything, but it would be nice to see Gordon, you know, get some attention to his character. Just a regular man, no gadgets, no help from other heroes throughout Gotham City, just a regular guy using his police skills to solve murders and other crimes throughout Gotham. I think it would be a very cool concept to tackle. Now, if I were in charge and wanted this idea to go through, who would I want? Now, you're probably wondering, who would I want to write this story? A writer known as Greg Hurwitz. Now, if you don't know who Greg Hurwitz is, he wrote a Punisher Max story, basically a Punisher Max miniseries that was called Girls in White Dresses. That basically took place after Garth Ennis's run. He's also currently writing a 5-part miniseries in DC Comics right now about the Penguin, which has got nothing but great reviews. The other thing is that this guy is no stranger to hard-boiled and crime detective stories. This guy, before he was writing comics, he was writing crime novels. He was writing a lot of crime books, books about, you know, crime and detective stories. And this guy really digs into the psyche of the detective or the character themselves. He really knows how to pick at their brains. So that's my #1 pick for who to write this Detective Comics run about, if it was focused on Jim Gordon. Now, in terms of artwork, I have a lot of picks, but I wouldn't mind Tony Daniel if he... Now, I don't mind his writing, but I think his artwork is just a bit more better than his writing. So I wouldn't mind still having Tony Daniels on Detective Comics, but on just artwork alone, and let Greg Hurwitz write the book. My second pick would be Lawrence Campbell, who did the artwork, who's done a lot of artwork, but he's also done artwork for Punisher Max, especially with the Greg Hurwitz story. So it'd be cool. I'd have them reunited. That'd be my second choice. But yeah, but like I said, it's just I'm just talking about because I've seen so many comics that involve Bruce, and I know I'm not the only one who's basically talked about, you know, why is Bruce in so many DC books. I know he's a big character, but it doesn't always have to be about Bruce. So yeah. And just personally, you know, I wouldn't mind having one book that didn't focus on Bruce Wayne 24/7. And it'd be nice to see, you know, a good crime story, and especially about one of the coolest supporting characters. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about this. I'm probably not the only one who's thought about having Jim Gordon have his own series in at least Detective Comics. But anyway, I'm out.